Hope that this is not live yet, but if so, what is all going on, everybody? Now welcome back to another episode of the BiteStream.
Hi.
Yeah, it's live. Hey, good morning. So we're started early, because look.
Wait.
This is why I hate OBS.
You start.
Okay, well, this is a scuffed intro.
Hey, 3 minutes early.
We'll just make this the pre-show now. Twitch should be starting now as well.
I'm gonna take a look. See.
I'll just cut this out of the podcast episode. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, we're live here as well.
Yeah, hey. This is...
Hi.
I almost did it for a joke in case, but yeah, I do not like how OBS auto starts everything. Are we?
But I think you have here
No, it's
auto start on YouTube, no?
it's purely an OBS setting.
Huh.
So
Huh.
is it working? Can we get a message in chat? Hi, good morning, everybody. Because it still says for me that the stream hasn't started yet. Well, we're on Twitch.
But they say hi though.
They say hi, so I guess it... Oh yeah, now it works. 20 people watching. My phone just needed to update. Dear Shion, hi.
Morning, cat boy.
I feel like at this point it's not even morning. It's just good night. It's 2:58 a.m. right now.
All right. So this is the pre-show.
The pre-show. This is our coming soon screen.
Yeah. For the people who don't know, we're in Japan. It's 2:58 a.m. We went to sleep at 9:30?
9. No, not 10.
9? Okay. And now we woke up just for you guys. If that doesn't warrant a like or whatever it is, I don't know what does. And probably after this we go back to sleep.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think it's almost time to start the show. Sully's beehive. Okay, well, can you give me a countdown, Thomas?
Yeah, sure. 3. Oh, it's a 2. 3, 2.
What? No, you snap ruined it. No, don't do the fucking snap.
Action.
What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of BiteStream, the show all about what has been going on in the world of indie game development and the things that you should care about as a game developer as well. We've gotten some topics lined. It was kind of a slow week today. We've got some good news, we've got some bad news, and the main thing that I want to talk about is Steam Next Fest. You saw it in the title. 3,200 demos this edition, which is more than double the previous Next Fest. Is it Jover? I don't know. We'll discuss it in a second. What else has happened? Vampire Survivors is starting their own publisher, and funnily enough, they're not publishing Survivor-likes. What else has been going on, Thomas?
Meta released Equestrius, so is it finally time to start releasing games for VR? We will see. And last but not least, well, those are not the only topics, there's one more, but I don't talk about it yet, is you will own nothing and you will be happy because California passed a new law, and we'll dive into that as well. Yeah.
So, I guess, yeah, we've got some stuff. Let's begin with, I think... It is a bit of a slower week. I think the Steam one we can talk about a little bit. So why don't you go and press that beautiful button?
You know what time it is, boys?
Welcome to the weekly Steam Roundup. Okay, Ben.
This is my best creation ever. So if you didn't hear that, welcome to the weekly Steam Roundup. First of all, 3,200. Yeah, there's no link here actually, but can you just pull up the doc for me or something? Steam released their second Q&A before the Steam Next Fest. It's just a 1 hour long video you can find on the Steamworks Development YouTube channel. And in there, they talked a bit more about some of the changes and some of the things about Next Fest. The thing that stood out to me, of course, was 3,200 demos, which is more than double. The last Next Fest was 1,500. Generally, there are about 1,200 to 1,500 demos per Next Fest. How the hell is anyone going to get visibility? Well, Steam was also yeah, it's not happening the old-fashioned way. So they had previously announced that, hey, we're going to be changing the way that Steam Next Fest works. We're going to focus more on algorithms and machine learning, kind of giving it more of a TikTok approach where everything is just going to be shown equally the first few days. Basically is how they covered it. You have your Steam Discovery queue, right? Which is where you have, these are the genres that Steam knows that you will most likely like, and it then recommends it to you. There will not be anything recommendation that wise in the first few days. So let's say that you, Thomas, absolutely hate farming sims, but you love FPS games, Steam does not care, and you will get like farming sims shoved down your throat the first few days, whilst Steam is just collecting data about like, they didn't want to say exactly what data because they want to prevent people from gaming the system, but things like, for example, demo downloads, time spent on store page, wish lists, and all of that basically. And then after a few days, it seems from their interview, they will be then taking all of the data and they feed it into a machine learning algorithm, and they just hope that Steam Next Fest will be solved. What else have they been talking about? Because I don't want to just talk on my own. Thomas is here with me as well.
Yeah, so this will also be the first Steam Next Fest that they have the standalone demo pages. We covered it in another week. They say there will be no impact on visibility. The only difference being that it's just basically the place where you get your assets from. So they're separate pages in case it exists, and it just basically means you have better demo headers.
Yeah, but there's a funny catch here as well, because then later on in the Q&A, they was like, yeah, but the separate store pages, they also allow for reviews. Mm-hmm. So does that mean that they're better? Because if you can have reviews, but what if those reviews are bad? And this was very funny. Steam was basically like, we have no clue, because we have no clue how our machine learning algorithm will take that data. It is data, is what they said, so it'll probably do something with it, but right now they literally can't give a recommendation on should you have a dedicated store page for your demo, or should you just include it to your main store page. They don't know. I find it a bit funny. It's just a giant black box to Steam themselves as well, how the recommendation algorithm is going to work, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it logically, if it's just positive feedback, I assume the reviews, if they are positive, on your demo page will also carry over. Like, I assume the algorithm will take it up.
Yeah, but does that mean that you basically have to then have a standalone demo page?
I think it's better if you have, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you can get the reviews, like, if it looks at the data and it sees positive reviews, it goes well.
Yeah.
That's what I assume, at least. Also, this is the first one, I think, where the live stream will not give you any extra visibility. I remember when we did Forge Industry, we did a live stream because they like highly recommended it and so on.
Yeah, because you get more visibility.
Yeah.
You could get like 2 slots that you schedule, 2 hour-long slots, and then you would get like put up the top of the like streaming now tab. The problem is, once again, that's also I think why they didn't want to share any of the data of like what are going the algorithm going to look at. People gamed the shit out of it. Everyone just put on pre-recorded broadcasts of them playing their game, and it was just not really interesting for anyone anymore, because, well, it was never the developer playing. It was just like a 15-minute looping clip of a developer, and then you had tools like RoboStreamer. Right now they're like, yeah, you can still do it, but you're not getting any shit for it, basically.
What else?
So yeah, we talked about that already, but they will just show everything, and they have no clue how it works. I think one more thing was that they said they were going to make all of the Next Fest one big tab, basically, or like one big site, web page, and then you have some tabs up top to filter, but it was going to be more streamlined and more simple. So I don't know the exact visuals. It's too early yet for the preview page to start, because the press preview also hasn't started yet. So basically, I think it's bad. I think that's why I put it like it's cooked. It's not cooking. Someone in chat was like, "Oh, if they've been cooking," but no, I think
they have been cooking, but it's also still cooked. Like,
yeah,
they have been trying to.
They've been trying, but I feel like maybe that's another interesting stat. So when talking about the high number of like where do these games come from, basically, they noticed that it was mainly related to the fact that there is a higher percentage now of unreleased games that do still participate in Next Fest. So I think basically more and more developers are becoming aware of Next Fest and are submitting their games, and maybe with the thought that this one would be like the fairest one because of that new algorithmic approach, instead of, just get 20,000 wishlists, just pay like a shit ton of money on like marketing the 2 days before the Next Fest, then you'll go into the Next Fest with like the top spot already, and then you basically keep it for the rest of the event. Now it's more fair. Maybe developers are now like, hey, let's do this, and see how it goes from here.
Yeah, I think we covered it a while ago that when they were doing a lot of changes, it's been like, maybe that's the best time to actually do it, because if they don't know how it works yet, you have a better shot. Because otherwise you get eaten by AAA, no? If they guarantee you some amount of visibility, remember the guy who's like, I got 100 wish lists from Steam Next Fest. I'm really happy.
You'll still get that probably.
Yeah, true. But if you are guaranteed some views, it's something you haven't had earlier, right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But the problem I think with having this many games as well is that it kind of devalues the experience for players as well, because there was like on the Steamworks video, there was like just like one comment, and I was like, these are too goddamn many games to like go through. Like as a player, like 3,000 games, guys, more than 3,000. That is the amount of games that released in 2015 and like the years before, basically. And now it's just in demos for upcoming games. So it's.
Are we at fault? Because we say Steam Next Fest is good. Is Chris Sakowski's fault for saying Steam Next Fest?
I don't think we have 3,200 developers who are making demos.
Everyone combined. Should we just have hidden this information away?
No, because other people talk about it as well.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited to see how this one goes, because this is like the first new one.
I wonder if this one goes bad, they'll just end Next Fest and try and come up with a new idea to showcase indies, because
do you think they do Next Fest for indies though?
No, but like find some new approach for giving more visibility to indies or whatever, or have like mini like newsletters or whatever, like indie games or something. Just a new way for visibility, because I think it's definitely the last one had a lot of like bad flack online, basically because of that winner takes all approach, where hey, if you just had the triple indie budget to get like the Summer Game Fest trailer and then carry over those wishlists to Next Fest, and you were done. I think now if this fair approach just also doesn't work, but mainly because of the extremely high amount of games being submitted, they're gonna have to figure out something else.
So do you think if the amount of games were the same, this was better for indies than for like earlier? It would have been
if this was
publishers, basically.
If this was 1,500, of course. I think
you think overall it's a net positive, but the amount of games is the limiting factor?
I think the amount of games is the thing that's going to kill this Next Fest success-wise.
It's a lot.
Like 3,200 is so damn many. Like even if your game would be shown algorithmically in like the fair distribution, I feel like a lot of people just wouldn't even click through to get to your game, because there's going to be like 10 similar. It's like the Woody meme. No, not the Woody. Is it the Buzz Lightyear?
Wait, just first say that I know.
There's like the Toy Story one of like all of the Buzz Lightyear boxes, and it's like, I'm special.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Buzz Lightyear.
And it's like, there's 10 games that Steam algorithm things are basically the same as yours that will still be shown to you, or like to other people in advance. So, yeah. Maybe though, one interesting thing, I'm gonna give you a call to action for this. If you're not in our Discord yet, join our Discord, because of course we're gonna be making a video once again where we play your guys' games on Steam Next Fest. Maybe interesting as well to know if you guys are planning on joining Next Fest and things like that, and what your thoughts are about it. Does this make you feel like, oh fuck, I'm doomed, or not? So, yeah.
Yeah. Overall. I honestly, I was looking at chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
You said the demo thingy?
Yeah, that they should join our Discord.
Yeah, but also why?
Oh, because we were going to cover them. Because we always do that when we ask you guys to submit your demo games.
Exactly.
The ones that you submit for Steam Next Fest. And then we'll just go through it. Probably even, once again, there's this graph. You're not gonna see it, but I made the video before about like Steam Next Fest June, basically a recap where I surveyed you guys of like, hey, was it worth it, yes or no? And like 50% of the answers were or more than 50% were just the latest Next Fest. I wonder if even more of our audience will be joining this Next Fest, so we're probably gonna be doing 2 days of live streaming even this time.
So basically, we want to play your games on stream for quote unquote free publicity. You're not game devs. You're not getting
You're getting like still, 2 wish lists.
It's just for fun. And second of all is to collect some stats on how Steam Next Fest actually is behaving now that it changed. I think those are the main things we want you guys' help for.
Yeah.
So,
well, Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat for a second as well. Individual Kex is like, I'm going to take the UPT approach and skip next fests and wish lists. I don't know if...
UPT is such a great example, easily repeatable,
yeah,
right?
I think skipping next fests...
I think we can't make a statement on it until we've seen how it changed.
I think your game's development is not worth delaying to participate in a next fest.
Oh, that's true.
Like, for example, my game could have come out in September, but I'm like, oh no, I want to wait for next fest and then demo and then release. I don't think it's often worth it at that point.
Unless you have a big scope game.
Yeah,
then you can do it. But if you have a small scope game because you listen to this fella here and you make a game for like 2 months, then I wouldn't. Because then you like maybe increase for the month and it's like 50% extra lift time. You calculate.
I mean, I think even like anything under a year, honestly, I think really you'll get 100 wishlists, but you can get those 100 wishlists also from one more influencer who covers your game or whatever. So, yeah. You want to head? No, don't. Oh, I thought you wanted to click the button again, but we still have some more Steam news. This is...
Yeah, I can click the button.
No, because we're already in the segment.
Oh, anyway, next up.
This is a very small Steam update, but we figured, hey, let's still cover it because, hey, it's cool. You can now sue Valve. There used to be a forced arbitration clause, which basically means like, if you have like qualms with Valve, you first have to go through a third-party arbitration thing. Where you don't have as many like rights and whatever. So now Steam has updated their user agreement and you can just sue them. Is this them being like, come at us, Nintendo? Who knows? We don't have much.
Do you know why?
I don't think so, no.
Is this just we don't do anything wrong, haha, let's go?
Yeah, I think because in general, forced arbitration clauses have a bit of bad rep.
Okay.
Look at what Disney did, for example.
Oh,
I think it's like the Disney one where you've signed up to Disney Plus.
You die in our theme park. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, like so I think they're gonna change that a little bit.
Yeah, they even used the Disney one in the article. Disney recently attempted to dismiss a wrongful death lawsuit after a woman died following an allergic reaction on one of its Walt Disney resorts.
Yeah, so I feel like Gaben just looked at his farm, was on his farm, looked at his sheep, and was like, "We shouldn't be the bad guys." And then was like, change the license, or change the terms of agreement.
This is lore accurate, of course. Well, that was the second topic.
We're going.
I guess
we're going quick.
Yeah, we're doing a speed run. Marnix and I just want to go back to sleep, boys.
No, there was just not much interesting happening this week, unless we want to talk about like 15 companies doing layoffs every week, which we don't want to do. Speaking of companies that are not planning on doing layoffs despite being massively unprofitable, the MetaQuest 3S will launch October 15th. I didn't even know it was like supposed to be announced soon, but hey, we take it.
You didn't hear the leaks?
I did not know. You have the article on your screen, so I'm gonna get you to do this.
I kind of want to read the doc.
I told you to prep this shit.
Basically, the Meta 3S will be released. So for those who don't know, the Meta 3S is kind of the same hardware as the 3, from what I remember, but it's just a bit cheaper. And they also reduced the price of the normal 3. And it's basically just the next following step in VR, where they always try to go cheaper, it seems, at Meta, instead of changing the core.
They just want to go for approachability, basically. Yeah,
they just want like a wide market. And overall, it's going to be $300 for the 128 gigabyte version and 400 for 512.
And that includes Batman Arkham Shadow in the purchase price even.
Damn. So is this a good deal, you think?
It's a good deal if you want some adult content on the cheap.
Honestly, what I like about Meta is they do it cheap. What I don't like about Meta, they are Meta. That makes sense with the data and so on. But honestly, I think overall they've been doing some decent moves at least.
But they're so far away from profitability.
Yeah. So there are a couple of things here. First of all, will they ever be profitable? Is this something the public wants?
More headsets. I think it's
More/better VR headsets. Because, I mean, I think you, I, and William all have a Quest 2, right?
I have an OG Index. No, not an Index. William has an Index. I have a 5.
Okay, never mind then.
So,
because I'm like, why would you upgrade? I mean, it's probably better, sure, and you have the posture and whatever.
in my opinion, I am very much a fan of the outside-in tracking. I don't want to upgrade. I don't want a Quest 3 because my experience with the Quests have been horrible and miserable because the tracking just keeps losing me.
What do you do?
I don't know. I just try to do things like Beat Saber and it just dies. Did they say anything about, because the 3S, what I really liked about the 3 was the cameras and pass-through.
Yeah, the 3S also has pass-through.
But is it like the same quality?
The same quality. I mean,
Crisper, or let's just compare probably to the Quest 2.
Visuals are crisper, load times are faster, and performance is smoother thanks to the Qualcomm Snapdragon.
Yeah, but compared to the 2, I feel, not to the 3. But the Quest 3 has also dropped in price for the 512 gig version, not the regular, like 128 one.
Yeah. But basically, do you think it's the right approach to just try to reach as many people as possible? How many people do you think still use their VR headset like after 2 months?
So you have to remember as well.
Don't rub your nipples. It's paid.
It's paid indeed. You have to remember as well that Meta is a company run by a billionaire, and billionaires can sometimes have exotic ambitions. Some of them want to make the worst goddamn platform on the internet and just keep trashing XD everything up. Others just want to make VR like approachable. And I think at some point, like, the Zuck also just doesn't care about your opinion and he just wants more people to see the light of VR. The thing is, will this revive the VR market? I don't think so. Not at all. It keeps being good, but there's just no interest in it right now. Everyone is ramming AI into everything. Because at the end of the day, VR kill kind of sucks. Like, even with all of this, like, if you're a mainstream person, you want Ready Player One, basically. Yeah. And we are so far away from that still. We're like, oh yeah, you can use VR. Like, my mom uses it on her work for, like, trainings on like what to do with like annoying kids or whatever. She's a nurse, but it's so much different still than putting it on long term. You also saw this with, okay, it's like more than 10 times the price, the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, but that's AR more like, that's like their new Orion glasses. But have you seen it?
Everyone, I've seen, but the thing is also, everyone is going to, well, I think the correct term is XR now as well. We shouldn't have called it VR. It's just a marketing thing because everyone got sick of VR, so now it's XR. I think still, if you look at it game dev wise, it's still a very niche market. Half of Belgium decides that the niche market is worth it for them. Like, we have so many VR developers. But I think also the problem with Meta is that you have the different platforms, because now you have the Meta platform, you have the Steam platform where a developer, it's also harder to get on the official Meta platform because you also have the Meta Quest App Lab, which is like different. It's like itch.io versus Steam. Like, one of them gives you visibility basically and the other one is just a download page.
You say it's a niche market. Should you go for the market, you think?
No, also it's not just a niche market. It's similar to mobile where people just don't want to pay as much money for it. We saw this with, I think it's called Arizona Sunshine 2, which is like AAA games for Quest or like for VR in general. And they were pricing their game at $40 and they got so much shit for like, yeah, nobody's buying the game because it's too expensive. Whereas people still want to spend like $70 on the latest Call of Duty and whatever. So it's going to always be a niche market, I feel. At the end of the day, market penetration is still like... Can you look up the Steam hardware survey for VR devices? It should be on there, but I think we're talking about like 1 or 2% at most for people who have a VR headset. So... And I think another... VR headsets... Oh, but that's just a split for people who have a headset.
Okay, so it's just
So
has one.
who is winning Meta?
Quest 2 is winning by
Yeah,
far.
of course. And then
Then the Quest 3,
Valve
Valve Index, Oculus Rift, HTC5.
Yeah, and then
Windows Mixed Reality.
yeah, but Windows Mixed Reality is actually being shut down.
What is it?
So there was this point where Windows a few years ago was like, we want to get on the VR train, and they worked together with OEMs like Samsung, Asus, Lenovo, and whatever to basically build shitty versions of what ended up being the Quest 2. It was somewhat passed through. You had like the very basic controllers inside out tracking. And then they had like their own version of like the Windows Home that was like some Zen Garden or whatever. Can you look if you can find a stat of just how many people have a VR headset to begin with? Also, I don't know if this is what you mean, Abriel, but half our developers are making 2D platformers. So there's no need for VR there. 64, but that's like, no, that's like, I want something like the Steam stats, like actual stats, because these are like, what you're looking at now is like some sponsored like thing basically that is not really
I think you're always going to find that unless you have like an independent source, which I don't think a lot of.
There's no Steam hardware survey of
I don't think so.
VR adoption. I feel like there should be percentage. Oh no, that's just the most popular. Can you click on it?
I can't.
Steam users with VR headsets, 1.69%, and it's actually gone down. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like, there's so little market penetration that you may actually be more profitable making a like 2D platformer Metroidvania talking about dealing with loss and grief. Because there's also been a point where I was like, oh, should we make a VR game? And it's like, would be funny, but also like, what are we gonna? It just will not make any money. And
how many people in chat own a VR headset?
The thing is that's not representative because the people in our chat are developers. They're people who actually care about that stuff and who get one just for fun. Like, we also have it. Like, half of the reason that I was like considering like a Quest 3 was like, hey, it's cool and we can maybe develop on it, but it's not worth it, I think, for a lot of people. You want to do the second talking point?
No, you added it. You should cover it.
So, can you pull up?
This is the quote-unquote source.
So,
Arnix added.
My second talking point is, how do we give Thomas the same glow up as Mark Zuckerberg has had? Because I'm looking at the like latest announcements, and it's just like, damn, he went from actual lizard to someone who really needs to.
But you explained me there was a reason for this, right?
Yeah, so OpenAI has been improving at the same rate as Mark Zuckerberg's fashion sense has been improving, basically.
Coincidence?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know. If you have glow up tips for Thomas, leave them in your description or leave them in the comments or send us a response here as well.
So yeah, this is basically Marnix bullying me, but he wanted to include this. So.
This is what I mean, like with at the end of the day, this is all just Zuckerberg who wants to get the VR headsets out there as well, and like he owns 51% of Meta. So what are people gonna do? They have to listen to the Zuck. If he is like, yeah, give everyone a free headset for like 2 boxes of Cheerios, then they're like, okay, we can't say no to that. So.
Alrighty.
Wait, I'm still looking at. People are like, yeah, we should just make. What do you think? Do you think that some good quality NSFW content would be what VR needs? What would make VR work? What would be the thing that would be the paradigm shift of now everybody wants to use? Man, look at me using fancy words at 3:30 in the morning.
I think they need like a big ass title.
I don't think the title matters. I think it's technology that's going to be the thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, I think GTA 6 only on VR headsets. It's like the amount of massive shift you would need to be actually good before it takes off, really. Because like I think the PS5 Pro exists only because they know it will sell for because of GTA 6. And I think if you want to do something with VR, you probably need it to be good, first of all, and you need a massive title like that.
But I feel like the problem that you get then, if you just look at having a killer game, is you get the problem that we have. We have a VR headset and we play Beat Saber, and that's it. Like, there's just one game, and it's not enough to keep us hooked and engaged, basically.
Okay,
So having that good game, it's like
you need the system seller first. You need like the hook.
Yeah, but then the hook needs to be good. Yeah, and then you need
Like,
the developers.
have you looked at games recently for VR? Because we say Beat Saber, but maybe some great games are there, right? Have you played, for example, the
I'm not gonna make
Half-Life one?
Half-Life Alex, I have not.
I have not either.
But the problem with Half-Life Alex is, yeah, it's good, but you need, like, if you want to have the full experience, you need to spend more than €1,000 on a headset and like the glove thingies and
Really?
yeah,
You can
like
just use-
you can play without, but it's like you're not playing the same game then.
Okay.
So you should have embraced the Mr. Data look. You will not get that reference.
Alrighty. Maybe is this something
you quickly
Dobrik
circle back.
asks, do you guys think early October is a bad time to release due to Next Fest? Not necessarily.
Yeah, I think there's never a good time anymore.
Yeah. Too many games to release. You're doomed anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000 euros for the set makes my bank account Half-Life. By Volcanic in YouTube chat. So,
Alright.
Yeah.
I guess after Marnix just
but yeah,
BM'd me saying I need a glow up, I guess we move on to the next one.
yeah. So Volcanic already said, like, hey, if you need 1,000 euros, well, I have some use for you. The show. Can you pull up the link? You're doing great. Yeah.
I'll copy it. Or do you?
I also want, no. I want to screen share.
You want to see? Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. We're professionals. We're professionals. If you're looking,
Boom! You want money?
you want money? The show is sponsored to you, this episode at least, by the Crazy Games. We've worked with them before. A Crazy Web Game Jam 2024, where you can get money up to $20,000 in publishing deals. So it's not just an upfront like lump sum, but the entire goal is you make a web game. You can make it in any engine, but it is sponsored by Unity, so they kind of want you to use Unity if you can. Make a web game. It's I think 1 week jam basically, and then it's a 1 week jam, November 1st to November 8th. Can you stop scrolling for a second? You upload your games to the Crazy Games development portal before then, and then you can get up to a $20,000 publishing deal. So the deal with the publishing deals, of course, is you get the money up front, and then there is a recoup, but still 20K for a game jam is probably some of the highest earning, even if it is a like publishing deal. I would take it.
And even more importantly, they also mention, the cool hats at the Gamescom?
Oh yeah,
you get a hat.
You get the hats, indeed. I wonder if it's because of us or if they were planning just on that. So we've made a video about Crazy Games before as well. We've worked with them before. We got a few notes where people were like, the development portal process isn't ideal. I asked them about this before we took this, but they are actually working on fixing it. They couldn't make big announcements yet, but it should be good. Some things that you need to keep in mind: we cannot make any NSFW games, need to adhere to PEGI 12 ratings, so keep it calm, guys. I know you guys have a lot of thoughts. Should be developed entirely during the event period, because you have to wait on the team basically, which will be announced November 1st. The project, they do require you to use Unity now as well. So you should be a Unity dev, and ideally you use Unity 6. But I mean, you're not using Unreal for web builds anyway, or custom engines. And total game size should not exceed 250 megabytes. I feel like that is pretty doable, even when you're making a 3D game.
And be 18 years old, or at least one person has to be 18 years old.
Yeah.
And then just go through the page if you're interested. I'll put the link in the chat real quick.
Yeah. So it is indeed only for the Unity engine. Nimhite, I was wrong there. But still, I think worst case, if you don't win, you're still on Crazy Games. Crazy Games, I think, is a pretty decent platform to get some more like revenue, learn also the quick development cycle. We've been talking about, hey, make short games. The advantage here is that, like I've talked about it before in videos as well, even when we didn't have a sponsor, like you make the game in 1 week, and what Crazy Games give you at the same time is an audience of people who will still playtest your game, who will leave feedback. And then you can see like, hey, how am I going to improve the game from here on out? So we could pull up the site, give it one more look.
Screen?
Give it a screen. So ideally, we've sent a link. You can register now already. It's all European time zone, basically. It starts the 1st of November, but you can already sign up. You just get, the prices are honestly really good. I got a big bag of money. Up till 10th place gets 2.5k for a game jam. Yep. Sheesh. Basically you can join from any country as well. Like it just uses the European time zones basically. So yeah.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. Oh, Rohan Anthony asked, is Next Fest cooked? It is. Thank you very much for watching.
And it's not Afterparty time.
No.
But basically, it's Next Fest cooked. Just watch the VOD back again.
Yeah.
Long story short, probably.
Steam tries its best. Speaking of trying its best, you can do this, Thomas. You can do this. You want to do it? I want to do it.
You can.
I'll start with the bad news. Merge Games shut down this week. One door closes, another one opens because Vampire Survivor developer Ponclay now opens its own publishing arm, and they will supposedly not be a traditional developer, and they will not be like the other guy.
Other girls, I'm quirky.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you want to cover about this?
What do I want to cover about this? I just want to talk a bit because we've seen this before with Outer Slot. I mean, Outer Slot was also like a different style of developer. You're just like, they give you a bag of money. I feel like we're seeing it more and more where it's just like the winner takes all games, basically, that earn like $10 million plus. I wouldn't be surprised if, Palatro is already has a publisher, never mind. But if like some of those games as well take their massive earnings or like, oh, let's start our own publishing division, I feel like it may be a bit more of a meta, because it's also like, it's clear that the old school approach of you have a bunch of people with suits sitting in a boardroom somewhere deciding if, this game is going to sell, yes or no, it clearly doesn't work anymore, because every publisher is shutting down basically. Publishers are in a weird spot right now. Mm-hmm. And then if you have someone who has actually had a recent release on Steam, has experience with the platform, has done with all of that basically, using some of their big bag of money to help you making the games as well, it can be good. The question, because of course, like he had to go through the platform support, the localization, the QA, the release management, all of that himself. So now he can help other people with them and get some of the money back. Because also we did the video with David Whaler, right?
Yeah.
And there he was also, I showed my game to publishers, and all of them were like, this is not going to happen. And then he got 127k wishlist in like a week. So it's like, clearly that was wrong. My main thing that interests me though here is what they don't want to pitch.
Yeah.
Or like what they don't want you to pitch.
Yeah. So basically they're saying they want to sign everything, but they're very small, and they literally small, which I thought was funny. But they outlined their instant no's as well. So anything AI and Web3 related or free-to-play mobile games, they don't want, which is like, I mean, I can see why. Mm-hmm. They want to focus on the Steam audience. They don't like AI and Web3.
Who doesn't?
But you know what else they don't like?
Survivor likes. They don't like their own game, apparently. I don't get the reason why, honestly, for this one. That's the thing that really caught me off guard.
I always thought it was like because they don't want to like compete with their own game.
But the thing is, then my counterpoint to that, I don't know if we said it yesterday or if I just told you, like, no, we'll talk about it in stream, is like, you have the experience with making a Survivor like.
But it devalues your own game.
But I think Vampire Survivors at this point has ridden the wave of success for all. And even then, devalues your own game. People make survivor likes regardless, I think. And if you're the publisher, you still get the piece of the cake at the end of the day.
That's also true.
It's not like you're not getting any money from it, and it's just pure competition.
So we just ask a guy.
I don't think he cares about us. He's too busy like swimming in money.
If you watch this,
My conspiracy theory is that they themselves have lost faith in survivors likes.
because there are like too many games.
Where they are like, yeah, we cannot make this profitable. Which is kind of why else would you say no to any survivor like?
Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, the thing is, because it's an insta no, it's really weird.
Yeah, that's
But
the
if
thing.
it's like less likely to be published, like if you have like a good idea.
So many publishers are fucking assholes to begin with. They can just be like, oh yeah, publish anything, and then they'll just not get back to you. But here they're like specifically like, if you're a survivor, like don't even bother. And that's where like it's very weird. So even if it's an oversaturated market, the fact that they call it out was the thing that also gave me a bit of what do you mean?
So what about you? Have you lost faith in survivor likes? Like, you know the wave, right?
There definitely has been a few stats where I think this year so far there's only been one survivor like that beat over 1,000 reviews or something in like the first week or something, and that was the Deep Rock Galactic Survivors, or no, it was in like one quarter. So it's getting harder. Well, always is. I think Chris Zukowski made an article about it where he talked about it as well in a few months ago. Is it dead? I don't think it's dead. It's still a good genre for indies, I think. I think it's way better still than making a roguelike deck builder. I think that is like, I would have rather said, oh, don't make a roguelike deck builder. We'll automatically deny that, because that's what publishers have told us. Like, hey, as long as you're not pitching as a roguelike deck builder, we're good. We can talk about it. So
yeah, makes sense.
I had a different question here.
Okay.
Thomas, our next game, Wheelchair Pizza Time, breaks $50 million. Started on publisher and game.
Yeah.
What would be the genre that is our instant no?
Do I have to take into account everyone in Bite Me or just my own?
Just your own. You do a hostile takeover, or you buy me out and you give me like $1 million and I move to Bali and I just sip
crypto.
cocktails.
No crypto.
Wow, that's the most lame ass answer. I want an actual game genre people care about.
No platformers. 2D platformers.
Yeah, probably. But would you actually say it?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's better to still say it up front, because you're gonna get a lot of submissions otherwise.
Or you know what? No 2D games.
That's spicy.
Like, it's the curve is always going up a bit, like based on the spice. I mean,
only VR games.
only VRL only games.
I feel like that publisher already exists. That just
Probably.
only focuses on that.
Yeah. What about you? What genre?
I think I honestly wouldn't care. I wouldn't want to make a publisher for games. I would want to make one for studios. I think I would rather invest in a studio than in a game. But I guess that's VC funding at that point. But like indie scale VC funding is something that I would do instead. Because part of
just want to own half of the indie industry.
No, but making a shitty game is part of the the thing with publishers is very
people, not in games.
Yeah, that publisher thing is very transactional at the end of the day, often. What I did like as well, but you need to have success for it. There's a publisher that I talked to here in Japan a while back, Dangan Entertainment. And they used to have something where it was just like they gave grants, basically, where you just got 25K. And the only thing they asked for in exchange is if you were looking for a publisher later on, that you talk to them first.
Yeah.
And that's like the good stuff as well. But I think there's much more that you can see from, because a lot of developers I know, they have on paper good ideas, but it's just the studio behind it that makes it like it's not gonna be successful. Do you agree? You're getting distracted. Please focus on the work.
Yeah, close my Discord.
So I think that at the end of the day, like, a good studio can make not any genre work, but a good studio would not choose a bad genre. And if they would, then I would see in them like, hey, they're going to learn from this and they're going to fail fast enough to keep going. So that's my idea if I would make a publisher.
But that's not my question.
What was your question?
What genre would be an instant no? The same question you asked me.
But every genre from
Every genre. We're a publisher, but we say no to every
we say
genre.
no to every genre that's not NSFW. It would be cool to start an NSFW publisher though. Not that we're planning on doing that. VR games would probably be an instant no for me.
Okay.
It's 1.69% is not enough.
It's nice though. Anyway. Last topic?
Yeah, our last topic already.
I mean, but not too bad. It's 42 already.
Yeah.
So you interested? Are you interested?
You do it.
Okay. Basically, California. You know from Hotel California, the song.
And California Girls by Katy Perry and Snoop Dogg.
Also, they basically added a new law where digital storefronts now have to inform people that they do not actually own anything. So they cannot use the word buy, for example, when they get a license that can be revoked.
So this is kind of a follow-up, I guess, to we talked about, I think, 2 BiteStreams ago, where it was Oxenfree that just disappeared from itch.io.
Oh, yeah. True.
This is basically what that goes against. And like also other games like The Crew, where basically, I think, is it the same with, was it Wii U or like some PlayStation or something, where suddenly you couldn't buy more, no, you couldn't buy more games, whatever, but you also couldn't download any more like new games. So you basically had to download everything, because once like the certain cutoff date we reached, like they shut down the servers and you couldn't download any new games anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, games have this problem, but it's also for like shows and all the other things.
Yeah, but it's also just because of the fact that we don't use physical media anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you have a Nintendo Switch cartridge, like, yeah, I don't care. Nintendo can go bankrupt. I can keep playing this game. You have it here we're in Japan, by the way, in case you didn't know. And it's like you have all the retro game stores, because those things work, because they were never downloads. But now we're in a world where all consoles basically are digital only, or like they're going into that direction. So these things matter more.
Yeah. My first question here was, aren't we just going to see companies get creative and find like ways around this, or just find a quirky name that basically means buy, but like it's vague enough so it's still fine? Because that's usually how these things go, right? Or am I too pessimistic now?
I know Good Old Games is like the only platform that has been doing this.
You mean actual buying?
Yeah, actual
Yeah.
buying, like they can
Yeah,
disappear,
DRM-free.
the company can disappear,
Yep.
everything, and they're...
GOG.com.
We do not have a affiliate code for that.
True.
Will they find loopholes? Also, the question is also like, because that's the thing with like these California laws, is like if they want to sell in California or if they're based in California. It's like another difference.
Ooh, true.
If I am not a freedom American attorney, whatever, I have no clue what the exact thing is, because it's like, yeah, if someone like Discovery or whatever is based in California, yeah, they'll have to comply most likely. But if you're some storefront from like Guangzhou, China, you don't care about this, I feel, because realistically, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
So
Because it's only California in the end. But that's like another thing I wrote down is like the EU really has been going hard to be like very consumer focused.
but it's been okay. This is more tech news and not game dev news. It's been starting to backfire.
Really?
We're at least for the AI stuff. The latest Meta AI model is not available in the EU anymore because it's just too regulated now. Where they're like, we cannot guarantee this, so nobody in. I think we had the same with the Gemini API when it first came out. Like nobody in the EU could use it.
Yeah, they had a delay. Because now Gemini you can use, right?
Yeah, by now they did because they got the legislation. But like the Llama model just says like, nope, get fucked EU. Like it's not available.
Okay, but my question is, do you think they will follow in this?
The
EU?
I don't think so immediately. They've been on a roll, but at the end of the day, it's still a very slow moving organization, and
True. I mean,
it's
it's part basically government, so.
yeah, like they've been having some W's this year, but I don't think the EU will change this very quickly. I think it's also something that not everyone cares about as much.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think a lot of people know that the buy is actually a lie anyway.
Or like, I think there haven't been too many like actual big important changes in the EU.
Yeah.
Because the platforms, I know there's been another platform like where I think Paramount bought up something, and then all of Canada Paramount basically couldn't access it anymore, like the old episodes. We haven't had something similar happen on like EU platforms. And I think until like something big happens in the EU,
Yeah,
the EU
someone
is not
needs to
going to
mess
step
up
in.
first.
Yeah.
And then the EU will be like, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. So, what is your stance on community-hosted sites? I try to keep it as clean as possible.
Yar har fiddly do what you want because a pirate is free. You
What is
are
your-
a pirate.
What is your stance on community-hosted sites that keep content alive when the original source fades? Because I know there are like some TV shows and so
Yeah.
on that you can only watch.
I love collecting Blu-rays and Linux ISOs. Oh fuck! I shouldn't have said Blu-rays. I should have just said Linux ISOs. I messed up the joke. It's the internet.
Yeah, but you think it's fine?
Stick it to the corporations. I think at the end of the day, it's part of. We talked about this when 4Gens got pirated as well.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's always going to be a thing. You cannot kill it. There will always be reasons for community hosted sites, like also things like emulation and things like that, where like, oh, you need to download the ROM. It's like you're not actually going to get a physical ROM for like Pokemon Rupee and then buy the hardware to dump it. Like it's just, yeah.
I mean, you could, but it's also
It's not realistic. Like there's so much convenience.
Yeah, but the downside with physical media is it fades.
But yeah, like, but you still have to. Okay,
my point
let's
is-
try that one again.
Yeah, my point is more like you say, even if you buy it physically, your Switch cartridge or so on,
Yeah,
it fades.
you don't have to keep licking it.
No, but even then, like all those things, like older cartridges often fail.
Yeah, but like hard drives fail as well.
Okay, but you have,
Anything needs to, like, the preservation needs to be preserved as well. At the
yeah,
end of
of
the day.
course. But since it's a community hosted,
Mm-hmm.
it's more than one place.
Yeah,
It's easier to keep alive.
yeah.
That's basically my point. Like, there's a limit to what physical media can do, and if you do it digitally, we can distribute it further.
Yeah. Also, Thomas clearly has not licked a Switch cartridge yet, or he would have had a different response to that comment.
I mean, I haven't. No, why would I?
Oh, you should try it.
No.
It's funny.
Okay, next stream, donation goal. I will lick a Steam card.
It would unironically be a good one. It's like eating a spicy pepper.
Is it that bad?
They put like a special coating on it so kids don't eat it.
Really?
Yeah. If you want the more basic version of this, you just like rub your fingers over a Switch cartridge and then lick your fingers afterwards. This is so. How did I get here? Basically, it tastes disgusting.
Have you tried it?
Yeah, of course. I read online. I was like, no way. And then I tried it. I was like, oh fuck, this sucks.
Okay, well, next stream, donation goal. We lick a Nintendo Switch cartridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. And I guess it was already.
Is that it? We'll own nothing and be happy. Let me think. What's going to change here? The problem is also like even the media preservation sites. There is a lot of like abandonware at the end of the day
Yeah.
for it, and like you do need it. No, like abandonware of like actual games like that. If you wanted to buy it, even you can't.
Yeah.
Like I think there's like Spider-Man 2 or something is like an example. There's a whole bunch of like older shooter games where like they've had like 17 acquisitions, and then at some point like nobody knew how to have it on Steam anymore.
Yeah, or things like licenses expiring because you rented an IP for like a year or two.
Yeah, racing games have that a lot.
Yeah.
Because they often only have like the licenses for the car models for like 10 years or something. So no, I know what the answer is. We should turn everything into a live service game.
Go ahead. You're cooking.
Anyway, thank you everyone for listening over on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. If you want to keep having more content, we'll either make videos on YouTube or we're going to keep continuing the after party on the YouTube and Twitch stream. So you can always tune in next time.
Didn't forget Twitch. I'm proud of you.
Of course not. So it's after party time. So thank you very much for watching. If you can do us a favor as well, it's a bit of a short episode, but give us a rating. It helps us a lot. Honestly, it doesn't help us. It just makes me feel more happy. But thank you very much, and we'll see you guys the next one.
Bye. You
Bye.
didn't say bye. Okay, there we go. So we go back to sleep now?
No, we don't. Not yet. We have after party, and you have an announcement to make.
Do I?
Yeah.
Why are you changing?
I'm adding the announcement that you're going to make.
What's the announcement I'm going to make?
Our dono goal.
Oh!
No, don't leave, guys.
Don't leave. No, don't leave. What are you doing? No!
No.
It's after party
It's
time.
after party time.
Alright, dono goal. Which was...
You're horrible at this.
I'm kind of thinking which one it was again.
Well, let's keep going. So,
Oh yeah.
no, he's getting there. Is he?
So we're becoming more and more pro streamers.
Pro streamers, indeed.
And you know what? We know what the
Except
people
like
really...
half our audience just left because they thought that the stream was over.
Okay, true. But we've been thinking about community engagement and think about what you guys really want.
I want
And
money.
Yeah, so Marnix wants money and you guys want adult-only shit.
Yeah.
So what will he do?
So there's like a whole bunch of content ideas that like would not make sense for us to make most of the time. But apparently people want to see us drink on stream and whatever. So we added some... Wait, it's not visible? On...
No, you didn't... Oh, wait, it is visible.
It's visible on OBS.
Yeah, but it's also it's visible. I think it's just delayed.
Is it? Oh yeah, I can see it on my... Oh, you're sharing the dashboard. Oh no, I was sharing the dashboard.
You were
for
sharing
you.
the dashboard. I put it back because you were like, I was like, why are you doing that?
Okay.
It's just delayed. But yeah, it's visible.
Oh yeah, I have a long delay.
Basically, we do an adult-only... What was it?
So the thing is, so this comes back from when we did the 4chan demo day stream, and 4chan, they're special needs kids at the end of the day. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna make the most snuff, horrendous, like lolly adult only games. And I was like, yeah, well, if there's enough of them, we can do a separate like stream, like roasting stream, where we just cover the adult only games. The problem is there were only 3 at the end of the day. They kind of disappointed. So we didn't end up doing it, but I feel like it could still be an interesting video to make like a free Patreon video, because there is no way we can upload this on YouTube. There's just like me and either Thomas, who is very pure, or William, who has previously done the tier listing adult only game genre games. And not tier listing them probably, because like you said, Evelyn K, there's only like 3 or 4 adult only games, but still like just do a let's play almost, where we play each of them for like half an hour and just give our thoughts. And that was kind of the idea of this goal. So it doesn't reset. We're just going to keep this up until the end of time, or we reach it. So that's a bit of the plan there. So I think some of the games, like it's from our viewers. It's like one of them is like we have the one by Autodev. I forgot the name. Can you look up?
But we shouldn't give them free publicity until we do the action.
We've already talked before. One of them is like Aero Dungeons. Just look up AGDG, Agidagi 8.
What?
They're horrible at names.
Agidagi.
AGDG Demo Day. Now we should be able to find the 56.
Oh.
Is this the all submissions, or is this the new one yet? And I'll make Thursday, then you go to submissions. And then it's like, oh no, this one was not adult only.
Wholesome Monster Girl Academy.
This is another version, but there are some adult only games. So.
Dirk, the Adventure.
There are also some bad games in it.
I can show you.
We've talked about them before. There's no need to like poor Mario. You know the game failed. Or not,
it's the eating game.
Yeah, it didn't fail, but I hoped more for it.
It was actually a good game. I had fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's got like 20 reviews.
Who would win? A 6-year dev cycle game, or
it's 10.
10-year dev cycle game, or 1 year unit cycle.
Yeah.
Oh well.
We're not making an adult-only game yet, but let's say that we've been looking into a genre that has some overlap with the adult-only market, and my god, my eyes have seen stuff. that I cannot unsee.
Can you tell me what?
No. That's only if we reach the goal.
Interesting.
I've considered making one of those dating sim games for mobile because they sell, LOL.
They just need to release a topless DLC for it to
Oh,
sell
we
like
can
hotcakes.
leak that though. We're we're considering trying out working with DLC for the first time.
Day one DLC, like the actual EA corporate shills we are.
No, that's expansion packs, I think.
Okay.
We're doing it more as like figuring out like, hey, how do those dono goals work, and also just treading in the water. Basically, we want to have an underwear DLC for like $1, like $1 or $2, and then you can like see more, or less, I guess.
Yeah, you pay $2 to get less.
Yeah. Do you think there will be a performance improvement, like it's an actual speedrunner meta because you don't have to render the clothes?
Honestly, probably. Like, it will be negligible.
Yeah.
In theory, there should be less to.
Yeah. Also, Seamus, the unicycles can already be customized for free.
Yeah, we did it for free. Removable content packs. I mean, we're playing with the ID.
Yeah.
Did some research.
It works. Technically.
Yeah, technically we can do it.
So that's we're not fully diving into the NSFW game packs games yet. Always an important one. Do we have any questions, honestly?
No, it seems like everyone is just like us, half asleep.
Half asleep. Yeah, it's not even that late.
Yeah, we woke up early for you guys, so you guys had like a better time, and you could like be more interactive, not be half asleep, and then you guys are just silent.
If you guys don't have questions, I'm gonna ask Thomas to talk about Worlds, and then our viewers like rate will just tank immediately.
I mean, who says that? Maybe people want to see what I got for my pick'ems.
Yeah. I'm just playing potato.
Someone has questions, but they want to save it for your consultation.
That's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
The Nutaku guys are very weird. I was looking at having a potential meeting with them, and my god, they look like how you would expect a Nutaku developer to look. It's the best way I can describe it.
Why aren't we published by them?
They're not. No.
Why?
Also, Nutaku doesn't do publishing generally. It's sometimes like Mango Party who does the things instead. Okay, what's your honest opinion on Godot, Thomas?
I think it's good.
Depends on what game you're making.
Yeah, it can be good for definitely for certain genres.
What's the potential cost of running a small studio in Japan? It depends on how many employees you have and how much you pay them. But it's less than Europe. I can tell you that for sure.
Yeah. In bed again. Yeah, we're still in Tokyo.
Last day.
It's the last day. So next week we'll be back to our normal one. But we basically have no other place where we can sit next to each other with a camera in front of us. So we don't really have a choice.
Yeah. Mornix and Thomas question. If you guys find a way to, how do you guys find a way to program mechanics that you wrote on paper that sounded cool, but don't know how to program it? Well, we know how to program, not how to implement. Our solution is we just scrap them. The wheelie mechanic. So,
I mean, it's not. I don't think that was necessarily a programming problem. I just was thinking it was a conceptual problem. We didn't think it entirely true. If you mean just technically, how do you make the exact thing that I have in mind already, and you have it fleshed out? I don't think we have that issue.
no.
If you mean translating a normal ID to a fleshed out ID, I do think that's where we struggle sometimes.
Yeah, but generally, programming isn't a problem.
Yeah.
Also,
in the end, we're like 2.5 programmers anyway. So.
yeah. Also, Linux 5 minutes. How can you write Utrecht like that? I feel like that's not the right way to write Utrecht.
No, it's with CH.
Yeah, it's CH, right? It's fake Dutchy. We are not going to Gameforce in Utrecht with CH.
Nope.
We went
we're
last
staying in
year.
Japan. But last year you should have visited us.
Also, their pricing has gone up
Really?
Yeah, it's 1,300 euros or something now to have a boot there.
Oh, he's from Portugal.
No worries then.
Yeah.
Are we evil? I don't know. But basically, I don't think we'll be doing any conferences like exhibiting anytime soon anymore. Have you guys been in Maid Cafe? No, I want to go. The biggest logistical problem is just the fact that we're at 4 and I have to be like the mom and like, you know, those like how like you have the mom duck and then like the 10 little ducks behind it and like 4 of them fall in the drain. That is basically my everyday taking care of the boys here.
I'm not denying that.
So
Have we considered getting another wage slave? No, because we cannot afford or 2 wage slaves at the moment.
you still want more interns with the current state of the studio, where we're working on those short dev cycle games? It's a free wage slave. I know, like we've talked about this before, where I don't feel like we should take other interns anymore. At least not right now, because of how our studio is not ready for them. You were always like, oh, we should get them. But I feel like with the change we have now of how our studio works, it doesn't make as much sense either anymore.
Or we just let them make a game in 4 months.
Yeah. Also, I'll be in Japan their entire internship.
Again. Well, why are shirts on? Because it's a normal BiteStream today.
Yeah. It's a normal BiteStream. I can't in good consciousness send a Crazy Game sponsored part and then have like my nipples out while I talk about Peggy 12 ratings. What's your guys' biggest struggle currently? Waking up at 2:30 in the morning for a live stream?
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
I mean, honestly, I don't mind that much. Because I just know I'll go back to sleep after this.
We actually don't.
I will. You can keep watching Worlds if you want.
But World's already over.
Whatever. What is the biggest struggle? Probably still just financial. Although it's getting better now because yesterday we got our first payout for Unicycle Pizza Time. It's nice. It's nothing to like write home about it. It's crazy, but it's good. It's better than we've earned more than Forge Industry in the first 2 days basically of launching UPT versus the first 2 months of Forge Industry. No, the normal bite streams will not be us in the same bed. How long does it take to get a payout on Steam? So basically it takes a month. So we released the 30th of August, so we got paid yesterday for the 30th and the 31st of August, and then they wait 4 weeks basically, and then they send out the payment, and then all of the money we make in September gets paid out end of October, basically.
Yep.
How old are you guys? Take a guess. How old do you think I am?
You just want to get in Solid again?
Yeah, everyone thinks that I'm like 28 and I cry so bad.
62, 26.
You're 26, no?
31. 25. 33 and 28. Who's the oldest then?
What do you mean? We're talking about my age guess here, right? I feel so sad. Are these all the submissions?
28. 88 and 12. I'm definitely 12.
No one is right so far. Thomas is older indeed, though, yeah.
Yeah, I am. You see it from my wisdom. It comes with the ages.
I just turned 24 last month. No, this month. Oh, Seamus finally got it. He was just like counting 25, 24. So, yeah, so definitely I'm younger.
How much does Stream earn from ads for like $6?
Let me just pop up the ads. This good reminder, Damien.
What are you doing with your hand over there?
Ooh.
So he asked, how much does it earn from ads? And you just play an ad.
I just play ads,
Okay,
but
sure.
it earns fuck all.
Yeah, it's like $5 or something.
No. So let me pull up YouTube Studio for our stream, the one we did before here, the Recovering from Tokyo Game Show stream, right?
But you need to look from...
Yeah, so I know how these threads work. We earned a total of €2.23 from the previous stream.
Let's go!
While live. That's not a lot for a like 2.5 hour stream, 2 hours and 45 minutes. We made a Bite Me stream with Marnix GF. No. You guys can't behave yourself. When you did I've talked about this before with you, at least, when you did the stream, the tier list with Alexandra or Art Intern, we got so many like misogynistic comments, I guess is it?
Yeah, like half the people were like, she's awesome, half of the people were
like, she's awesome, and half the other people were like, oh, she's a troon, she's ugly, no one, like, what did they get here? And I was just like, my god, all of you guys are just gone from this channel now. And you guys just can't deal the fact that there's women on this world, it seems. So we're not doing that anytime soon. Yeah, that was a...
So Marnix refuses to show women on the live stream. Isn't that also something people can use against you?
Yeah, I'll just only show myself then from now on.
Yeah.
Oh.
We say the same for Tom as well. Thank you.
Yeah. 2 whole euros will buy half a monster? No, it'll buy a monster.
Petition to bring Marnix's girlfriend to BiteStream. Maybe we should make it a donation goal after this.
Didn't I just say we're not showing? No.
Donation goal.
No, we're not doing that.
Everyone has a prize.
No.
No, I think it's completely fair.
Yeah. I know what we should do as a stream goal, by the way. I camera operate one of your dates.
No. No. Wow, okay, you know what? I know a stream ID.
Oh.
I camera operate one of your dates.
Didn't we have the idea? It's like POV, you're on a date with Marnix, but then just the POV one. Breaking news, Marnix heavily against showing any female on their streams due to their gender. It's just, I'm protective of my little ducklings, and we get so much shit at the end of the day. You guys don't see a lot of it, but we see it.
What do you want to see?
I just wanted to posture adjust. I have a stream idea. Thomas takes Marnix's third nipple on a date. How would you just take my third nipple on a date?
You have a knife?
That's not how...
I'm sure, I mean, you could make it work. I don't recommend it.
We're not doing that. Oh, it's the... Did I ask you the finger losing question yet? I feel like I've done so before.
What?
So you take...
The good news is you could have asked me, and I might have already forgotten.
So you take your hands, and you can lose up to 10 fingers. Like, you voluntarily, like, this is a Saw game or like a Mr. Beast challenge. The first finger is 1,000 euros. Second finger is 10,000. Like, it's always 10x's. How many fingers are you chopping off? So if you chop off 3 fingers, you get 100,000 euros. You can choose which fingers. But how many would you chop off and which ones? Like, technically, you could chop all 10 of them off and become a billionaire. But you would have no hands.
I think the pinkies are not important.
You think so?
I think the thumbs are
How are you
really
going to press shift then?
Just use a controller.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Come on up. Pinkies are F tier.
The pinkies I think you can do, and it's fine. Because you know the girl from Nerdforge, she has like...
Oh yeah, she lost the pinkies.
shorter pinky.
Yeah.
And I think she can do basically everything, right? It's like, okay, sure, it's like a bit awkward sometimes, but still.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine. The other fingers, I don't know. Thumbs are really important. I want to lose those. Because otherwise I can't do a thumbs up.
Yeah. Only you want to keep these 3.
I think so.
And then
you can still use a controller.
The thing is also, I feel like I would lose 3 fingers on this hand and 2 on this hand, and then I'm getting, what is it, like 10 million? 1, 10, 100 million. Yeah, 10 million. And I feel like I can live with 10 million bucks and 5 fingers.
Or do you just do 1 fingers on one hand and get a prosthetic?
But then you have to deal with like the prosthetic.
Yeah, but they're
Nah.
like the robot prosthetics.
But you still have a lot of problems, say the phantom pain and all of that. And it's the robo prosthetics are not there. If Neuralink was a bit further, maybe you could do it.
Minus stacks. 5.6.
You get it done in some shady place in Thailand, so you don't have to pay for the tax anyway.
That's a good question.
Marnix, bless me with courage to make my dream game after Thomas told me not to. It depends on the dream game.
No, always make your dream game. It's easy.
There's less competition. All fingers from one hand is a good idea. I don't know. I feel like I would still rather have two like somewhat incapable hands than just have only one hand. Yeah, you could cut them all, but then you still have to
You're just gonna hire someone to do it.
Yeah, then you need to get like one of those maids who like spoon feeds you, and it just looks sad.
I mean, depends who you're asking, probably.
Yeah. Wertzak, we are indeed going to do the Next Fest Games review. If you're in our Discord server, you can expect an announcement for that in the coming weeks, basically. It's a bit too early still, probably like next week we'll do it.
Yeah.
Or like next week we'll announce it to like submit. Yeah, Thomas, you're ignoring Twitch chats.
No, I'm not. I'm literally leading it. But what is your most hated league character? You want me to actually answer that?
Yeah, go and answer it.
To play against Morgana.
And to play as.
To play as.
And lore-wise.
To play as is probably Yumi.
How can you not like Yumi?
Because I have hands. Well, I still have all my 10 fingers, but like maybe for you it's easier to play Yumi because you don't know what you're doing. But
I think she's a fun character.
Sure, you can. Sure. I mean, Yumi is designed for people with no hands.
That's not how.
I could lose my entire right hand. Okay, maybe I need one finger maybe to like aim the cube. That's literally it with Yumi.
I am not reading that one.
Yeah, the last one is like, what?
What the hell?
What?
So someone else was like, why is Next Fest cooked? There are too many games.
Yeah.
Do you think Steam should start doing manual curation of games?
You mean like have a quality level?
Have an actual like Indian click farm that plays every game is like, this is too shit. You're not putting this on Steam.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
When are we launching the Bite Me Game Store?
Or they should go back to the Greenlight program or something. But like a different version. But
the
like,
Greenlight program would be so gamed at this point.
True.
Like we could get any game through Greenlight probably just because the YouTube audience we have now.
Yeah, but a lot of the other people wouldn't. So it's their loss. It's not ours. And then they have less slop on it. So
yeah, the problem with curation through reviews is that the game needs to be out by then already. And they kind of have that with 10 reviews before you get put in the discovery queue. But those games still like are participating now in Next Fest and they're getting the same visibility as like other games. So
yeah, they're leeching basically the visibility of actual good games.
Steam is going good at filtering games. I have to intentionally search for slop. Seamus, can we just move on? I think nobody cares. I'm sorry.
It's just weird.
Yeah, we have games to work on. Steam is good at filter. It is true. Like I have to. Like it's very hard to get footage of slop games. I've noticed. Because like first of all, nobody wants to play slop games on YouTube, and second of all, they just get buried in the Steam new releases tab in general. So I'll be spamming Steam with shit games. Have you tried making good games, NullX?
Yeah, did you know if you want to market, just make a good game. It markets itself.
Yeah. And just be rich. What would you consider a slop game? If it's like just an asset flip. Like if it's just like the
is UPT an asset flip?
Is UPT an asset flip? No, because I mean like assets in like you have like a lot of Unity templates.
Yeah,
and that is basically there's can you pull up the Steam publisher HEDE? HEDE?
Head.
No, HEDE. I literally spell it out for you.
It's 4 a.m. What do you want from me? This?
Yeah. Wait, why is it all bundles? Go back. And then go, yeah, did this one.
Happy?
Yeah. Like,
Save giant girl from monsters.
yeah, like, open the Save Giant Girl from Monsters, for example.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
This is like actual slop. This is the game. And
10 positive reviews.
the thing is, it's the publisher. They this is like one of those publishers that does the, what is it, like the $500 games discounted at 98% as like what is it, the money laundering, basically, like 22,000 yen, which is about 100 euros, I think. Yeah. And they just take like shitty assets, throw them together, and are like, this is a game. And this is like stuff that I feel like at some point Steam could filter out, I feel.
Virtual girl save virtual boy. Oh, I saw the same asset.
Yeah, it's all like, they just take like very, I mean, it's all like mostly negative, the real ones. So it's just, it
Mushroom channel.
yeah, it just takes,
They have a sequel.
yeah.
So,
just,
wait, who is buying this? You say it's for money laundering.
yeah, it's just money laundering.
Oh, they have like 4.
Yeah, and all of them are $100.
I mean, they does seem to sell. He earns money.
So this is slop. If that answers your question.
Wow. They made a cool looking horror game though.
It looks horrible.
Virtual Circus. Bruh. You could buy it for the normal price of 286,000 yen, but it's only 28,000.
You know what you can also get for 286,000 yen?
What?
A Lumix
Ah, shut
S9
up.
28 to 200 millimeter. I've been looking at cameras too much recently.
Yeah.
Can I submit an itch demo for the next fest if there are not enough submissions? We just talked about the fact that this next fest will have double the submissions of last year. I am pretty confident we'll reach the like 10-ish submissions. What if you make the framework? Oh, do you think the liftoff games are an asset flip? They're not. I think it's like all a framework themselves.
I mean, by that,
Yeah,
the framework is fine. Because then
it's
otherwise
Call of Duty an asset flip.
Yeah, or Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
Because it uses the same engine and physics and all those things from Breath of the Wild.
yeah. No
Was
Evelyn.
Majora's Mask one of the first asset flips ever?
I don't think so. It performed better than Songs of Everjoy. I think you mean Everjade.
Perforated better than Songs of Everjoy. But I think you mean, yeah, performed better than Songs of Everjade. Never made.
I'm not becoming a photographer, or like I kind of want to take pictures. It's not the main thing. It's just a good video camera, and it has like 6K, not full frame, like it's like not 16:9, so I can make better TikToks from it. And that's it. But it's too expensive. Cameras are so expensive. It makes me want to cry. But I'm using like the little ZV-1, but it sometimes it's like, it works, but that's it. Autocorrect.
I mean, yeah, autocorrection can be really evil. I completely understand. Don't worry about it.
I know I don't need a full frame camera,
He wants one though.
but yeah.
UFC beats you on my screen. Oh, you want to talk about Bite Me UFC?
Good thing that there's another like don't know idea we have at some point, but we have to be back in Belgium where Thomas and I have a sparring competition because I believe I could win from him from pure strength.
And I believe I can win from him because I did like a couple of years of kickbox, but it was a while.
He did like 8 years ago, basically at this point. So that's the thing. I feel like
Is it 8 by now? It's like 4 or 5.
no. When did you break up with your girlfriend?
4 or 5. No.
it was COVID 4 years ago, and we knew each other by then, and you were already fat.
No, COVID was 3 years ago.
When are you talking? We're end of
2021. It's the end of COVID. No, 2021 was the end of COVID.
But I'm not talking about the end. I'm talking about the start.
We will see. I will meet you on the battlefield.
Meet me on the battlefield. Yeah.
I go through my training arc again.
The creator class for content creators is something.
You were already fat. Yeah, Marnix always calls me fat. He's really mean.
No, like you said, like, oh, when I did kickboxing, I was super lean. But when I met you, you were not lean and shredded and a mean killing machine.
I mean, I never was shredded.
Yeah.
I was lean. That's the difference.
If we had a creator clash, but only game of content creators, I would find anyone. I don't care. Would I knock everyone out? I think I have my youthful age with me. Like most of the game devs on YouTube are much older.
Wait, if we do the Fight Me games, or
Fight Me games.
Is it actually like just creator clash?
No, but it's just us two. Are we gonna do like a slapping contest and a chess boxing contest as well? Sumo wrestling?
You can do like big boom.
I just want to suplex you into a table. I'll just bring a table to suplex you through.
I mean,
we haven't decided on like the fighting rules or anything.
Yeah, they should be no things allowed. Just nothing. I want to kick you though.
I'll take your. That's the thing. Like, what are the rules? Is it just like pure street fight? I can shoot you with a gun if I have.
No,
one?
That's what I mean. No aids.
Is Marnix sick or just hungover? Neither.
It's just 4:20 a.m.
It's just 4:20. Oh, we should have gotten some blunts.
I mean, you can get some fruit juice.
Respectfully, he will smoke you if it was decent at all. I don't know if it was decent. This is like, he can also be making this shit up that he used to do kickboxing.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Goat Monkey is.
Oh yeah, Goat Monkey would destroy me. I would let him destroy me. I really hope he's not watching this right now. But also, if we do a creator clash, Thomas, the real one is like you plan it half a year in advance, you can like start training.
Yeah.
So
that's also true.
It would be like
no training, huh?
Yeah, if it's like, oh, we just do it tomorrow. Thomas Brush is the tallest.
Is he tall? How tall is he?
The question is also, can I hit you in the nuts?
Bruh. It's like the gentleman's rule that no.
It's brutal to be an indie game dev, guys. You sleep with a pillow in between or you spoon each other?
Neither.
We sleep like a Japanese couple. Japanese married couple. He can wear a solid steel cup, yeah. I mean, there's not much for him to lose anyway. That's how what? A monkey. I guess goat monkey, monkeypox. I don't know. It's great seeing more LGBT creators in a game dev space. Body pillow is another thing we want to do at some point. Yeah, it is, because I've talked about this last stream on Aleri. Like, a lot of the like Japanese hotels just have like they don't come with double beds often. A lot of them come with like 2 double beds and a big old gap in the middle between them that you cannot move them together. Or like single beds. There is no sleeping together. It's all grind.
No grind, you mean?
Oh, we should do that. I would watch indie devs fight over funding when we do the publisher.
Oh, so when we become a publisher,
we select like 4 or like the 4 best ones. We fly out to Gamescom and then we have a booth at Gamescom, but it's not showcasing games, but it's an actual fighting competition.
I mean, and if we get bigger, we do a battle royale.
Shark Game Dev Tank. I feel like you mean Game Dev Shark Tank, but yeah, basically that. But you have to kill each other. No, what was the one? Also, we talked about the Thomas collab, like putting Thomas with Thomas Stewart and Thomas Brush, and like we don't know what, but the winner gets like the passwords to all the YouTube channels. What did you do?
Someone posted a link.
Yeah, well, why did she post a link, or did she just
can look at it if you want.
Oh, Mr.Beastify.
Okay.
That was so. Yeah, you can't undo it because it's a
Oh, we
Streamlabs.
can't undo it. Well, or Honaleri. You didn't actually post a link.
We will not kill you. So yeah, we have a bunch of dumb ideas. Also, like Texas is our second biggest audience, so it's like we should go to Texas and like
Do horse races. They have horses in.
But it's unfair. You know how to ride a horse. You got them horse riding hips.
So
It's unfair.
it's unfair.
That's like me saying
But
like
you're ripped.
what does that
You
mean?
always say how awesome and ripped and fit you are.
What does that have to do with riding a horse?
I don't know.
I generally don't ride others. Just saying.
Well,
Also, Null X, like Pakistan is our lowest viewed country, I think, and still has like 19 views a month. So, yeah, did you see? By the way, it used to be Brazil, but we got Brazil got overtaken by India recently.
or
Fifth largest viewer base. Oh, Nigeria. I feel like I don't think I can see it on mobile though. I can only see top 10 on mobile.
is it a top 10 country?
It is not a top 10 country. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
What are some other, like, it's like if I would be like, oh, we'll do a sailing competition. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna win that.
We
Because
do
you've
a
never
League of Legends 1v1.
Liechtenstein or San Marino. I think YouTube doesn't count them as separate countries. North Korea, we're pretty close. I don't think anyone from North Korea is watching though right now because it's too early. They should be working already. But yeah. Come on, Thomas, entertain the viewers.
I want to sleep, man.
It's really not that late yet. Or
Okay,
that early.
honestly, I don't really want to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do like a 4-hour stream now and just not go to sleep.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Why not?
Then I will make this a sleeping stream.
Maybe people want to see a sleeping stream.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, UPT is pirate free because you can't play it without Steam.
You can't play it without internet.
Yeah.
24-hour stream is an idea we have, but we're gonna do it when we're back in Belgium.
Yeah. Sure.
And we need to like actually plan this.
Yeah, because if we're here like for 40 minutes after partying and we're already out of things to say.
This has been only 40 minutes? Oh yeah. No, it's just because I don't get it. Because this is the same time as Belgium, but we're getting half the viewers. Did we fall off?
Like, I think we talked about this before, but there are still, the BiteStream is the only consistent thing we do.
Uh-huh.
And it's probably just that the fact that people know BiteStream by now and know if they like or dislike it.
Maybe. But still, we got the after parties.
Yeah, the after parties are bangers.
That's
Look
what
at us
everyone
go.
comes for at the end of the day, the after parties.
Right? At least we hope so.
We've got great energy.
Yeah, I think in Belgium the streams are also better because we're not half dead.
The thing of the day of the week, we're right now, it's the exact same time as when we would do it in Belgium. Like, that's why we don't wake up at 3 a.m. for fun here. Normally we do the 5 a.m. ones in Japan, which is 10 p.m. like Belgian time. So
No angry rants, that's why, maybe. If it was your first stream, Hondaleri, welcome. You're probably watching one of the worst ones.
no.
I think we've done better ones.
Yeah,
Sure.
of course.
It's not the worst, but it's one of the worst.
No, I think this is a 5 out of 10.
Sure.
No Canon YT. Well, I like black as well, guys. I thought I would surprise you. But clearly, they only went white.
Yeah, Marnix is inclusive, unlike you guys.
At the desk feels more professional, I guess. Yeah. We'll have a desk again next week.
Yeah, for sure. Because this is just weird.
Everyone who comments F tier stream is now getting shadow banned. So don't.
You don't have a PC. You're just going, no.
No.
Keep your hands away from there. Not on stream, Marnix.
I want to make money. Fuck you.
Marnix, not on stream.
Ads have been inserted. Everyone who's watching right now,
S-tier stream, there we go.
that's better. If you're watching this, it means you either have YouTube Premium, which is good. If not, you have ad block, which is like, wah, sad. I will not be able to eat because of you. Stream tier lists. Like,
To our own stream tier list. I mean,
like for the previous streams we've done,
we were planning on doing a tier list of our tier lists.
we've already kind of done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with the desk is we have a small Japanese business hotel. And what you see with the bed is basically the room that we have, and that's it. So there is no real setup we could do otherwise. We're going back to our main cribs in Osaka today, and then it should get better again.
Yep.
I'll be doing more streams as well. Oh, do we have a follower?
Something happens.
Or is it a subscriber? Woohoo! Blake off.
Plagoff, thank you for the Prime sub.
Oh, you need to do your uwu.
Ooh.
So for those who don't know, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to us for free as long as your Amazon is a...
Gotta make up for ad block. Thank you.
We didn't even play an ad on Twitch, but yes, this works. We can take it. If you have Amazon Prime, you can link it to your Twitch and you can support us for free. If you've done this before, it expires after a month. So you have to do it again. I'm out for the thing. Yeah, the thingy, the Tokyo Game Show. And some other stuff.
Tokyo Game Show.
But I'm on YouTube. Well, you can just subscribe on Twitch and then leave again. I don't mind.
Yeah, if you have it anyway, it helps.
It helps. Have you used your Prime sub?
I don't have Prime.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I'm cheap.
Wow, you're really cheap then. How was it overall out of 10?
Tokyo Game Show.
I'm getting too old for those conferences, I feel.
Like the two of us just go there for
Content.
and meeting people.
Yeah, like William and then we have another friend, they love it. Oh, is it another one?
Follow from Octapixel Games.
Hi, Octapixel Games.
Seamus, I didn't unsubscribe being a member. It did it. Maybe...
I think it expired or something.
I have no clue.
Who knows? What game are you working on right now? Bed Simulator.
No, give a proper answer.
Are you guys together?
No. He has a girlfriend and both of us are not into men.
I am very disappointed by the fact of how low you think my standards are.
Wow. Because you're such a catch, huh? Reborn in It's a Guy is an object. What would it be? I hope a plant, so I don't have to do anything.
No, like he means like instead of the vending machines. What would
I want to be a plant.
will Unicycle that take advantage of PS5 Pro? It will not even take advantage of PS5. My God.
Yeah, Marnix is always insulting me. Hype Train, Octapixel Games subscribed Prime. Thank you.
Woohoo! We made another $2.
Now it's your turn to uwu.
Uwu.
So okay, guys, give us a rating. Whose uwu is better?
Thomas's ratings, Thomas's uwus are so much better.
It's the only thing he gives me credit for. Like literally.
Let's quickly answer the Twitch question because we can't ignore Twitch chat. What games are you working on, Lazy Finn? Oh, we're working on a strategy game, but it's still very early. We're gonna announce it this month, and we're working on a survivor-like. Ooh.
So will we get
Is it
published by?
No, well, clearly not. But also, I don't want to deal with publishers because I did not expect two guys in bed. Well, we don't have a desk, so no, we don't do the ara ara. We're too bad at it. We tried.
Yeah, we tried the ara ara off stream, but we really suck at it.
Seamus, basically one thing at the Tokyo Game Show that you do not have at Western conferences anymore is boot babes. There are so many boot babes.
Everyone has a cosplayer.
And they're skimpy sometimes. Because they know, Nikkei goddess of whatever the game's name is, they know what their viewers want, or like their players want.
Yeah, they know how to get the attention of the people who attend.
Yeah.
Boot vape tier. Oh god.
No.
No.
But yeah, I think there was a big difference. Like everyone wants to give you stuff as well, so a bunch of dance. Yeah, but I feel like if you do boot babes in Gamescom now, your studio would get cancelled.
You think so?
I think it would be like legitimately bad PR to put boot babes
There's
in a
no
Western
such thing as
conference.
bad PR. We can try it.
I don't know.
No, I'm not getting cat ears and tail for cosplay. I'm sorry.
I'll get them for you.
I will not wear them.
I'll put them on while you're sleeping and do a sleeping stream.
I don't think you can.
My little sleeping
How
cat.
are you going to do the cat tail while I'm sleeping? And without me noticing.
Yeah. Meow. You know, meow sounds change depending on the language you learn. So in Japan, they say nya, which is like Nya. In Belgium, we say meow. It's like the same sound that the chicken makes. We say pok, pok, pok. But it's not the same in every language. Fun fact.
Alright, so do it again in Japanese?
No.
Do it again in Belgian?
No.
Belgian. Flemish. I just asked my wife to be a boot babe at the first boot I do in the future, and she said she gave me a real mean look. Well,
Oh. There's no coding here, unfortunately, Jack.
seductive
Excuse me.
coding.
Where are we guys from? We are from the horrible, miserable hellhole called Belgium, but we're currently in Japan.
We are from. Oh, sorry, but
It's
I'm
4:30 in the morning in Japan.
we are from the lovely place called Belgium.
Give me 3 good things about Belgium. Impossible, right? We have 52% tax on income.
There are actually,
52%.
we have the best beer. We have the best chocolate.
What do you mean? The Netherlands is Heineken.
You want to get punched by every Flemish person on earth, I think. Like, bruh. No. Also, we have.
Oh, we have the record of worst government formation. On number 1, we have Belgium. On number 2, we also have Belgium. And on number 3, we have Iran.
Where do you run to?
It's a country.
Oh. We also have great support for indie devs.
I
The
think
government funding is really generous.
I think it's
It's really generous.
I think there are some issues with it.
I mean, it is. Sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we pay 52% and our roads are horrible. It's disgusting. You can feel when you enter Netherlands because the roads just become so nice and
But
smooth.
unlike some countries, you can actually own a car properly.
You mean you can own a car properly? Have you never been to the great state of the United States of America? God
Yeah,
bless
sure.
Eagle Sounds.
Sure. But I mean, America is a third world country, and you're comparing it to Belgium, which is a first world country.
I would rather live in Belgium than America.
I agree.
No. I would rather move to. If you told me like, hey, Belgium is gone, like I get a message tomorrow morning of like, hey, Belgium has been nuked by the French or something, I would celebrate. Probably.
You're weird.
Taxes for good healthcare. It's okay. It's not. It has the healthcare, but it's like Denmark has it.
Yeah.
Sweden has it. There's a lot of countries that honestly also have good healthcare included in it that do not ask 52% income tax.
I like Belgium. It's not the best, for sure.
Sweden is not
it's good.
70% tax. Netherlands has very good infrastructure. So,
You know what's the best part about Belgium?
the fact that I'm not in it right now,
No, the fact that most of the time William and I are there.
you can also just become a wage slave in Japan for me.
No. Also, I'm not becoming your wage slave. You're my wage slave.
Yeah. What languages do you speak? I speak.
Baguette.
Je parle un peu français. Wij spreken Nederlands, maar Nederlanders zuigen apenballen. We speak English, obviously. Chotto nihongo shabemasu. I don't know, I'm bad
German?
at that. I can... So German is like... I can understand part of it because it's just close. It's like saying that you understand South... Like Afrikaans. because it's just kind of close to
Yeah.
like if you go to Germany and you speak shitty Dutch, you can almost survive basically. Free education, not free, cheap.
Super cheap, basically free.
But you know Denmark pays you 7,000 euros a year to study. They give you money and it's free education. Zijn apenballen een nieuwe Belgische frituursteak?
So, when are we doing the Belgian fried snacks tier list?
No. Also, Norwegian and Swedish alongside Dutch, that's not a thing. So Swedish, Norwegian, and Danish are very similar, but not Dutch at all. I spent some time in Denmark, but I like the... Okay, this sounds very weird. I like the sound of Danish, even though it sounds like rocks being ground up in a blender. So, yeah. Can you read this?
No.
あなたの日本語は上手です。
Nani?
Your Japanese is good?
Hi.
Hi. I forgot Denmark is not Netherlands. USA. USA.
Lazy Finn loves Sweden. The Danes are amazing. We confused with them so much it's become a running joke. I don't get it.
They'll come to your house on a Viking. I don't think they'd come on a Viking. The Danes are pretty hardcore though when it comes to like the cold and just blasting through it. English, Dutch, and German are West Germanic languages. Oh fuck! I forgot about. I also studied Latin for 5 years.
5 years? I did like 1 year in NSF.
Tu quoque filimi.
Awus, awum, awi, awo, awe. I think it was like aworum or something.
I feel like
don't
I
remember.
thought you were gonna sing like one of those student club songs
No,
before you
I was
drink.
doing all forms of
Like
yeah,
the
I think it was
like the genitive and
Yeah.
the dasive and whatever.
all
yeah.
those things.
I had some. The reason I quit Latin was because I was the only student in my class. So it was me, and then the teacher sitting in front of me. Because yeah,
I mean, you can always say you were best in class.
I was also always worst in class,
You
and it
don't
was
mention
generally
that.
more the worst than the best. So the Danish East India Company fought the English. Well. Do you guys use a social media management tool? We don't have like an overlapping thing. I just use the dashboards of like YouTube and things like that. Or maybe social media. I look at view stats sometimes. If you mean social media management of finding other pieces of content made about our game, then yeah. Oh, I know a little bit of Mandinka as well, which you have very definitely never heard of before.
Correct.
It's like the regional accent thing they speak in the Gambia and certain parts of West Africa. Because my parents decided to take me there every summer when I was between 12 and 16 years old.
Can you say this?
Hey, Jachtika om bono. I can't speak. The only thing I know is like...
What does it say? Do you know?
No, I only know like skilpair, which is like turtle.
Oh, it's not even like tanks or it's just turtle.
Thanks is tak.
Tak,
Tak.
tak.
Mange tak is many thanks. I love you is je elsker det or something like that. I don't know. It sounds horrible. I'm sorry, Danes or Norwegians, because it's basically the same language. It actually is.
But do they like hearing it?
Yeah, I think so, because there's like Cisco Denmark and Danish office, they like have they're the same, because it's literally like pretty much or like very close. It's a little bit different, but you can like survive. That's actually very cool. Thank you very much, Mintios.
So you thank him with an ad.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, the ad is still loading.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Pre-roll ads are disabled for 21 minutes now.
You're welcome, whoever hops in the next 21 minutes.
Oh, and it's like 60 seconds and then we quit. It's like ad.
Nah, can work. What? Nah,
Can you say that?
no. I have no.
Samuel, Ak, Vijkant, Marnix, August, Thomas, Ar, An, Idrilon.
This is how you get cancelled, Thomas.
They wanted me to pronounce it.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye,
say?
gooder than you, but it's better.
I love your content and see how you grow. I wish you the best of luck. I don't think we grow that much anymore because we're like 26 and 25? 23? 24? 24. It was 34.
It's been 30 minutes since we talked about
I know. But usually people stop growing at around before in their teens, right? At the end of their teens.
Well, you clearly stopped early.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
But we're not saying bye-bye to the rest, by the way.
Yeah, the after party is not done yet.
MNT on the internet.
Marnix and Thomas.
Yeah. Is that how you write Marnix in Swedish or Danish?
It's not Swedish nor Danish, you
All the
buffoon.
same.
It's like
You said
Irish?
it was the same. Wait, it's Irish?
I think the same is whatever. Human brain stops developing at age 26. For Thomas, it was 16.
It was 6.
I don't get ads because I live in Africa. Are there no ads in Africa? What?
It's because they plus the rates.
Yeah, it's Irish.
Most people just do it horizontally. Are you getting wider?
No.
Hmm.
I'm not. Are you calling me fat?
No, you called me fat earlier. What does this say?
Ooh.
You're getting better at it. You're actually getting better at it.
What is this stream?
Yes.
This is one of these streams we've done.
We could do an uwu competition.
No, we're not doing an uwu competition. We should talk about game dev.
Uwu?
What should we talk about game dev? Thomas wants to make a Unity tutorial.
Wait,
What?
do I really?
Yeah, what should he do a Unity tutorial about, guys? Give us ideas.
Schlop stream. You're not wrong.
Any ideas for uwu
You're
games?
getting better.
You should make a dots tutorial. The problem is Code Monkey has one.
Yeah,
That's going to be better because I don't like those tutorials where it's like, oh, welcome to my 17-part series, and then after 2 episodes you just stop it.
how to import Unity project into Godot.
Ooh, that would be a pretty good one, I feel, like a BM one. But we don't know how to do it really well.
Yeah, but I know there's like a tool to.
That's for assets at least.
Yeah, but like the rest, I don't think you can just do it. I think you have to like manually do everything.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Thanks, Carrie, for the 10 members, gifted members. Oh, is it gonna keep giving the
Yeah,
notification now? Oh, God.
I think so. In a bit, the stream will be like.
How to port the Godot game into Unity would be better, though. And be like, oh, yeah, it's bad here.
There we go.
Now it's starting.
You're gonna hear 10
Oh, yeah, Godot has been getting some hate. This is
Why?
a topic that I didn't want to talk about in the main BiteStream because it's the after party. So
Go ahead.
there has been some wokeness drama recently about 2 games. The first one was Caravan Sandwich because they had it's not the pride flag, but they had like one of those flags basically. And because it was like non-UV, you can't like edit it out. And then it went wild on Twitter and they got a whole bunch of like shit for it and a whole bunch of support for it, whatever. And then there was this other game, which was a Mongolian horse riding sim. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Keep going.
You're
I don't know how to close it.
you just click on this part.
Like, why isn't it whatever?
Okay.
Keep going.
And then you had there was like a Mongolian horse riding game that was basically a walking sim but on a horse where you just go through the pretty environment. It looked really good. And then people started giving shit on that because one, there was no action. And then second off, I don't know, there was something with the developers as well of like, oh, this is too woke. And then it was like, oh yeah, that's why it's made in Unreal Engine, because real game developers write their own engine. That was a pretty funny take. And then Godot was like, show us your woke games, hashtag woko. Woko. It didn't sound good, like WOKOT. And then like a lot of people, of course, including the good old 4chaners, started like giving their like super hateful shit, and then they got blocked by Godot, and yeah. So we try to avoid it. Also, like in our Discord, there's like the Sweet Baby Ink stuff and whatever. It's like, just make good games, guys. Don't, yeah. So that's the quick tea, I guess, of what Godot is doing.
I didn't know. And honestly, I'm not sure if I even care. Like, the company does it by now. Godot is a company in the end.
Yeah. Is horse riding different in Mongolia? Yeah, the environment is different. Can you look up Mongolian horse riding game? It looked really good, honestly. It was like Unreal Engine 5. And it was like an
Windstorm?
Do the rock, paper, scissors. Discover Altai, maybe.
Is it this?
It's this one, but I want to see some gameplay footage. Or maybe we can just look up the title on YouTube or something. Oh, yeah, that one. I think that's the game. Please mute it. And show gameplay. Yeah, and this is basically the game. You're like a delivery driver in Mongolia. And it's just pretty environments.
But it's in Godot.
No, this is Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, because I have to say, I didn't know Godot could do this.
Yeah, no, it can't. But the thing is, then Godot jumped on, like someone at Godot's PR and marketing team was like, oh, let's jump on that and do like, show us your woke games. So, oh, Gary just donated 25. What's for breakfast? It's so early. It's not even 5 a.m.
Yeah.
No. We're not ignoring the donation. It's just because it's full screen and it was.
Yeah, we only have one screen because we're in bed. So it's really awkward.
Next week will be better again. Monster for breakfast. That's probably going to be Thomas's life.
That you say that. I still haven't bought Monster.
No, but there was a free Monster Energy drink booth at
Tokyo Game Show. I did accept it. But Carrie, thank you very much for the question.
Oh, and then another thing, because of the woke stuff, is also the Ghost of Yotei. I don't know if you've been following that one.
Nope.
So, you know, Ghost of Tsushima.
Sushi.
No,
Sushi.
No, it's
Sushi.
Fuck you. I will get hit by a fucking truck and reincarnated as a vending machine. No, they have their new one and it's like a female character, the Ghost of Yotei. So... And it's like a whole bunch of stuff, basically. Maybe a fun one. We talked about this before because of the monster boots. Thank you once again, Carrie. If we were to organize something called BiteCon, we'll workshop it more. What would be some boots we have on the BiteCon conference? Thomas, of course, wants to have a monster boot, free Monster Energy. Mm-hmm. What would be some things that, like, if we had it at BiteCon, you would come over? We're not planning on doing a BiteCon anytime soon, or probably ever. But what would be like the fun like things to do there? A Belgian snacks food truck. Why are you so?
You wanted the bench?
Oh yeah, we wanted to have like a little gym where you can like do deadlifts and bench press.
Pizza making.
Yeah, good work. I feel like it's just becoming a food fest at that point. We have this
unicycle riding.
Yes, unicycle tutorial, maybe a forging. But then the thing is, boot babes, obviously, like, and you can bite any of them, but basically make it just one big swinger party at that point. Let's not do that. Maybe the thing is also, if we do like the unicycle race, it's for our players. But once again, you guys are not our players. We've clearly seen. So like, what would be like some dev things? We should do a workshop on making AI-generated slop games.
A coding competition.
Oh yeah, the developers find a cage for a deal with a publisher.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good idea. We're not doing BiteCon. It's just like one of the funny things we always talk about. What did he write?
You're gonna bust ass on unicycles.
Okay.
The bot is sometimes a bit aggressive. Don't take it personally.
Yeah, game pitch competition. It's a video idea we have DobberX kind of soon-ish planned probably. Where Thomas, why are you doing this? Where we're like planning for you to like submit like your 2-sentence pitch, and then we like roast the shit out of it. Like, oh, this could work, this can't work, whatever. Roasting games would be more funny. Yeah, miniature set or a Lego creator set. Oh, like make one of our own for Guild Architects. I'm not that good at Guild or at I'm decent at Lego, but making a set out of nothing is pretty hard.
Aren't there like tools to generate it?
Yeah, like not generate. But when I was a wee lad, like Lego used to have software. I used this when I was like 10 years old, where you could like have an engine basically to create your own Lego set on your computer, and then it would auto-generate the like how to make it. But, yeah.
Yeah, but by this time, wouldn't there be someone who's like convert this 3D model to Lego?
Yeah, there's a Blender 3D Lego shader. That's pretty
but
cool.
I mean, it's a shader, but not like pieces. I want to know the pieces.
Yeah, you can just do that. A DDR competition for the Bite Me devs. Who would win that? I think we'd all be equally horrible at it. None of us got the moves like Jagger. Literally nobody. It's like, I think you would have better dancers at like a hip replacement hospital.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Jamie, because he plays a little Beat Saber.
It's not dancing. That's like...
Yeah, but he will try hard.
Let's go!
William wouldn't even try, I think.
I would do it for the content, but it would be horrible. 1 minute pitch stage, yeah. He wants to know... I want to create a body cam zombie/horror game. I'm trying to figure it out. How does it sound? My god, this is something... There are fucking Godot tutorials, there are Unity tutorials, and there are Unreal tutorials on how to make body cam style. The only thing you should care about now is not being the 55th game on market, because if you think you're special, I have gotten 3 of those games suggested to me before with actual gameplay footage that looked really good already. So you better move like haul ass if you want to do it. Just make it. It should not take a year of dev time to make that horror game. Maybe if you really bust ass, you can still do it before the Screamfest, but don't overthink it. You've spent... The fact that you sent those 2 messages like 5 minutes apart is already overthinking the idea. Don't try and figure it out. Throw a camera on a controller and get it working.
You want to meet Eric Barone in Tokyo tomorrow?
Is he having an... I know he's in Tokyo, but I don't think...
Apparently he's doing a meetup. Well, we leave Tokyo today, so...
I think he means... Because I think it'll probably be today. I'll look up Eric Barone.
Oh, yeah, maybe he means... Oh, if it's like...
Watch it start at 2.
Oh, if it starts like noon, we could do it. It'd be like, hi, Eric.
I can't find anything. Where did he announce it? Because I can only find like older, like of his like concerts and whatever.
It's Twitter.
Oh, here. At Gigo Shibuya. Oh, it's today. At 1 to 2 p.m. Message for Stardew players in Tokyo. I'll be at Gigo Shibuya on Sunday, September 29th from 1 to 2 and from 3 to 4. Please come and see me. Message for Stardew players in Tokyo. No fucking way.
We leave at 2. It's not a joke.
We leave at 12 past 2.
Otherwise, you could have had an interview with Eric Barone.
We could go for like... I can go for like 10 minutes. And then I need to get on a train back to Tokyo Station. Oh.
And you miss it.
But it'll probably be like disgustingly busy.
Yeah.
It has 425 retweets and 300,000 views.
But not everyone is in Tokyo.
There's 30 million people in Tokyo,
yeah.
And it's Tokyo Game Show.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Like, every foreign dev is here.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
What did we miss in the last thing? I know streamer, okay, yeah. Need to add a new twist on the body cam idea. Stardew Valley guy, indeed. Delay flight, it's a Shinkansen.
And we go to a bullet train.
But still. Is it a meet and greet? Bro, I'm tempted, but damn. Yeah.
So someone say he'll be there, so
What's this? I don't know how many people would be going, honestly.
Lego Stardew Valley.
I don't know. We probably won't be meeting them.
Yeah.
How popular are Stardew Valley style games? Isn't Harvest Moon a Japanese game originally, which is the game that Eric Barone made as like the Stardew Valley newer one?
Why are we in bed?
Because it's early. It's 5 a.m.
And yeah, it's 5 a.m. and we don't have a better place to stream because we're in a hotel in Tokyo.
Yeah. To meet Eric Barone.
Sure.
Where even is the Gito Shibuya? It would be... But would it be good content?
I don't think he would do it.
No, he wouldn't do we don't have time for a collab. But like, also it's in an arcade. It's horrible to like do anything. Yeah, it takes half. Wait, I want to go from Tokyo Station. That's where the Shinkansen is. It takes like half an hour to go there.
If you're there at 1, you can.
Oh, that is at like leaving at 5. Let's not leave at 5. Yeah, we'd have to be there at like 1 exactly. It takes 33 minutes.
I don't think we can do it.
Yeah. Too bad.
Too bad. You missed out on meeting your idol.
I mean, he's not my idol, but did you just wake up, or do you still have to sleep? This is we've switched to polyphasic sleeping for you guys. So
Yeah. We woke up at 2:30. So
And-
now it's 5. And after the stream, we will
we just
probably
turn off the lights and we go.
sleep.
Me, 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 me.
So that's why you don't see Marnix do his super high energy.
What do you mean? Let's go. I know it's only. Oh yeah, I should have done it for the donos. I'm sorry, Carrie. I should have done it before.
You can just DM him.
Send in my third nipple or what?
For example, yeah.
So
What are you thinking about the stream so far?
it's a stream. We keep doing them. It's always nice.
Yeah, of course we keep doing them, but
What do you don't want to wake up at 2:30 a.m. for live streams? Is that what you're saying? I think it's not worth it to keep doing them at 2:30 or like at 3 a.m.
but when would you do them then?
I would stick to 5 still. Because 5 you can still be pretty decently rested as well.
Why 5 and not 6 or 7 then?
Because 6 or 7 is too late. 5 is so far that we've discovered a good spot still between us not having to hate our life.
So are we going to start now?
What do you mean?
It's 5, so
What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of BiteStream. If you put a poster with the game developer next to your bed, who would it be?
honestly no one.
I want the Todd Howard body pillow. No, John Carmack. Every day of the week, John Carmack. I want a John Carmack body pillow.
Okay.
I want a John Carmack. I love him.
I would choose
I'm not even a programmer, but I love him.
I would choose
You would love John Carmack as
Marnix.
well. No, I'm not a game developer. I'm just a face on.
You are. Gaben.
Shigeru Miyamoto would be kind of. You think he has a body pillow?
Maybe.
It's just the Mario hat. Or Kojima. Probably Kojima would actually make a body pillow. Rami. Maybe Rami. And I don't like Rami that much.
Is this where finally the ranting and the hot takes come?
No, I literally just don't care about him. Linus Torvalds.
It's not a
He's a programmer.
it's a programmer, but it's not a
I want John Carmack's body. I want everything.
Alright, this is a clip probably, but sure.
I'd have a Miyazaki body pillow. But the question is, would you have a Bite Me Games body pillow?
Sure.
And would you sleep with it? Would you cuddle it at night? And should I sell like the perfume that you can spray on it so it smells like me? That's a thing here in Japan if you haven't noticed
Is
yet.
it?
Yeah, you buy a body pillow and then you can buy like office lady sweat or like different themes or like schoolgirl, and then you spray it on it so that it smells as well. Bite the Pillow brand? No. Just, yeah.
We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
You want to wrap it up?
Maybe.
We can wrap it up.
Because if we still need to sleep,
Yeah,
and then
we have to check out. We have
Check
to meet
out.
Eric Baroni.
for 2 minutes, and then go back.
A boob mouse pad was a thing I considered as well, but like my beautiful pecs. So, no. Well, I still read it, Muffin Mystery.
Yeah. Streamlabs might not like it, but we saw it.
We liked it. And we like you guys tuning in to this episode of the
Thank you.
BiteStream. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Press like.
Next week, we'll be back in our actual good setup, or like a decent setup with a desk.
A better
and,
one, for sure.
Yeah, all of that basically. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. And get back to work on your games. Join our Discord. We've got some announcements.
You know you have to end, by the way. Yeah?
I'll end there.
You forgot, I think.
I just go here and I say goodbye.
Goodbye, boys and girls.
Oh, it still wants me to